Once you learn the C major scale, the next few scales will get much, much easier. But in the meantime, it can have your fingers in knots. I've been a piano teacher for quite a while now, and I've learned a few tips and ideas that help students walk through this step by step in a way that's really manageable. So in this video, I'm going to break down the C scale for you into small practice nuggets. I recommend you watch this video sitting at a piano so that you can actually play along with me, and by the end of it, even if you have to pause a few times and stop and start, by the end of it, you'll be able to play the full C scale, hands together, contrary, which means like this, and similar, going the same way, motion. Let's get started. We'll start with the right hand going up. So you're going to start with 1 on C. The trick is to get to your thumb on the F, because here's the deal. You have to get from C to C, and you only have 5 fingers, so you need some kind of trick. Let's start by just practicing that trick. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then 1. So you see my thumb goes across to the F. C, D, E, F. Just do that with me a few times till we get really comfortable. Let's do it 3 times. 2, 3. I know we're going slowly, but that's on purpose. This is going to give you so much more security in playing the full scale. So now we're going to go all the way from C to C. 1, 2, 3, 1. That's our trick, and now we have enough fingers to get all the way to C, so we just use the rest of them. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just watch that once more. And now let's do it together. 1, 2, ready, go. Pause the video and try that a few more times now. It's the big moment. It's time for your right hand to practice going down. So if you've already got that right hand going up part and you're confident with it, time to keep going. We start with 5 on the top C this time. Now we've got the reverse trick, so 3 needs to go over the top. Let's just go that far a few more times. 3 over the top. The temptation might be 2 since that's closer, but we need 3 because we have to get all the way back to C. Now I know it seems like it'd be so easy to just keep going at this stage, but what you need to practice the most is that moment. So that's why we only go up to there. We're getting extra practice at that part. Now we'll go the whole way down when you're ready. 3, 2, 1. Pause the video here and try that a few more times. Time to play the full right hand. We're going to go up and come back down. Now this is the moment where it gets a bit controversial. Some teachers, your teacher, may want you to play the top C twice. That is absolutely a great option. I prefer to play the top C once, so that's the way I'm going to do it here, but feel free to do it your own way. So we go from C. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. If you're having any trouble at this stage, here's what I recommend you do. Do an extra pause when you get to the trick. You're going to get rid of this eventually because we want it to sound steady, but in the beginning this is a great way to practice that moment and get used to it. Here's what that would look like. 1, 2, 3. Pause here, slow down, think about it. Thumb goes across. Stop, pause, think. 3 over the top. Alright, you're doing great, but you've got a whole other hand to deal with. So let's start looking at your left hand. First going up. Notice that the left hand going up looks almost like the right hand going down. You'll see what I mean in a moment, but it's all about the fact that your hands are mirror images. Your pinkies are on the outside of each hand. So let's practice our trick first. We're going up, so 5 on C. 3 over the top. Stop there, try again. 3. Try once more. And then you'll practice the full ascending scale. 3, 2, 1. Remember, only do that when you're super comfy with doing the third going over the thumb. Alright, we're breaking it down. Left hand goes down. So now start with left hand 1 on C. 1 goes under. Here's your trick. Try that a few more times. Slowly. 1. Once you're comfortable, time to go the whole way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep pausing this video, and trying it a few more times by yourself. Now we're going to do the full left hand scale. Remember, I'm not going to do that top note twice, but you can absolutely do it that way if that's what you prefer or what your teacher prefers you to do. 2 schools of thought, no right answer there. We're going to go up and come straight back down again. We're going to do it first that extra practice way where we pause for the trick, and then we'll do it steadily. So 5 on C. Here's your pause. Stop on 1, think about it. 3 over the top. Pause on 3. This is an easy one to miss. 1 back under. Once you got that, practice it slow and steady like this. Here's where you might want to pause the video for a little while. You might even want to pause it for a few weeks. Practice hands separately until you're really comfortable, and then we'll keep going to contrary motion. Now, we're doing hands together, contrary motion next. That means we're going to start in the center and go out. So your left hand is not going to look the way it looked before. The reason we're doing this one first though is it is generally easier. So we're going to do it the other way where they're both going the same direction last. First up, contrary motion. And we'll start by practicing our thumb under. So start with both thumbs on middle C. They're sharing the C in the center. You're going to play 1, 2, 3. Notice it's the same fingers in both hands. Stop on 3, think about it, and both thumbs are going to go out and under. Practice that a few more times. Once you're comfortable with that, we can keep going all the way to the outside C's. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, pause, thumb under. Get all the way to 5 on C. Practice that at least twice more, maybe pause the video and do it a bunch more times. time to come back in. Both fives on C now, and we're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then over with finger 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3 over. Remember, we're stopping there because we don't need extra practice for this part. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. Make sure it's 3 in both hands, middle fingers. Once more. And once you're confident, you can keep going in. It's time. You're going to try your first full hands together scale. We're going to go out and in. Once again, I'm not doing the outside keys twice, but if that's something that your teacher wants you to do or you want to do for some other reason, go right ahead. Finger 1 on C. Pause here, think about it, thumb under. Stop and think, third over. Let's try that slow and steady now. Make sure to pause the video here and get really comfy with contrary motion before we keep going to similar motion. This is the last stage and you're totally doing fantastic here. Even if it's taking you a few weeks to get to this stage, that is totally normal, so don't worry if it takes a while. We're going to now do hands together, similar motion, which means both hands go the same way. Remember that your hands are mirror images, so the fingering is not going to be the same in both hands. It's going to be the same as it was when we did it hand separately, but when we put them together, it can feel a bit more complicated. So go slowly, be patient with yourself, and listen to the tricks as we go through. Okay, we're going to pause on every finger 3, the middle finger. That's the really important one in this scale. So we start with 5 and 1, and we're going to go. We hit a finger 3, so we stop and think. Which hand needs to do something special here? It's the right hand. It needs to put thumb under. The left hand needs to keep going. Practice that first 4 notes a few times. What you want to avoid is that thumb trying to play with the other thumb. That does happen. 2 in the left, 1 in the right. Now we'll keep going to the next finger 3. So, thumb under there, keep going. Here's your next finger 3. That means thirds over in the left. Practice it just going up a few times with that pause on finger 3. I'll do it once more for you. Practice that a few times like that, and then you'll do it steadily. And now we're going to work on going down. So start with 5 and 1. Stop because you reach the finger 3, and now the left hand thumb is going to go under. Stop again there, third over. Because the third finger is in the middle of your hands, it plays together in lots of scales. Not every scale, but lots of them. So, once you get really comfy with both of those, and make sure you're really comfortable with them, we're going to do the full thing. Here we go. That's it. You're here. Once you have it steadily, it'll only be a matter of time before you get to go faster and faster and smoother, and then add some dynamics so that it sounds like this. And maybe then you'll go into multiple octaves and do all sorts of other scale adventures. But in the meantime, just enjoy it, take it step by step, and follow this video as many times as you want to. By the way, if you're a piano teacher watching this video, as I post many videos for teachers on my channel, then feel free to send this on to your students. It's a great one to include with their assignments.